You're listening to Radio Cosmos.
All night long.
Bravo! My compliments, little lady.
Commercial!
Break for 30 seconds.
Intercom mission.
You're now listening to BaaD Radio.
Hello and welcome to BaaD Radio. BaaD stands for Business at a Distance. This is a show about local businesses and business networking. We are here in the News Radio WFLA Orlando studios from 11 a.m. to noon every day. And I am your host, Angela Smarito. And before we jump into the show, I want to give a shout out to some of our show sponsors because without their support, we would not be here now. First off is Forge IT Consulting, providing a fully outsourced IT department with a personal touch for small business. Osteopathic Health of Orlando. They offer integrative medicine and regenerative medicine and so much more. Visit osteopathic.healthcare. So we have a very special guest today. Please welcome Hiroko Shimoda with Medical Acupuncture back to the show. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me back.
Oh, absolutely. I loved your first show. I've seen so many clips that I've done from that, and they always get like a lot of exposure because people are really curious about the field that you're in. I mean, it deals with like pain management and you've done it for so long. And like I said, people just really, I read the comments too, and people are like, oh, I love her because you have quite a large audience.
Yes, we do.
I think, what's your TikTok up to now? Like 1.3 million or something?
1.3 million followers, I think 6 million
Pull
likes.
the microphone a little bit closer or come a little bit. There you go.
Got it.
Yeah. So you say it so nonchalant, they should say, but most people would die for those kind of numbers. But I mean, your reels are just information, right?
That's what I do.
Uh-huh.
I try to provide the solution to what people has and what they can do at home.
Mm-hmm.
So they find it helpful, and it just grew.
Right. What made you decide to start doing that?
Actually, it's a funny story. I'm very shy, and if possible, I don't want to be known, right? I don't want to.
You went the wrong way, sister. Sorry.
But my mentor at the time, he's the one that encouraged. It was actually an assignment to start making TikTok reel recordings to get used to talking and being in front of patients. Also to train how to communicate with patients in short,
Right.
straight to the point way.
Right.
So that was an assignment, and it just took off from there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you got to thank him for that because I've watched them lots of times, and they're remedies for simple things, and I think that's what people like. It's almost like if you have a headache here, then do something else to kind of help alleviate it, and that's where you get people that are like, okay, I just have this one little ache here, and they find one that helps them with it, and they're like, okay, this is fantastic. So
Yeah, I think that people are always looking for something they can do before they take medication or visit a doctor.
right.
So
And
it doesn't work for everybody all
Yeah,
the time,
no.
but if it can help someone,
Well, I mean,
that's my...
there's different remedies for different things. Have you ever gotten brain freeze before, or you ate something really cold? And
Oh, yeah.
My mom used to always say, put your tongue on your top of your roof of your mouth, and it works for me. It makes it go away immediately. Other people are like, that doesn't work, Ange. And I'm
Well, I
like-
have to try that.
Well, anyway, so it's been a little while since you've been in here, and so tell everybody first a little bit about your practice.
So we are Medical Acupuncture located in Oviedo, and we are where tradition meets innovation. So we integrate the traditional medicine with cutting-edge technologies.
Okay.
So while we honor the time-proven medicine like acupuncture and herbal medicine, we also incorporate advanced treatment technologies such as nerve reboot and shockwave therapy. And the blend of these two enables us to provide comprehensive and effective care and produce the phenomenal results.
Right, but you're still not telling people to take like a Demerol or a codeine pill for pain. You're trying to still, even though you're using the technology, you're still not having them consume some medication they could eventually get addicted to, right? It's still, even though it's technology, it's still like a natural thing, right?
That's correct. We are always looking for alternative, natural approach to help heal the body before they have to resort to surgery or medicine. Sometimes it's necessary,
Yeah. I'm sure that it's not, when you come across patients where you're like, okay, yeah, you're going to have surgery to get that fixed. It's probably not your favorite, but I mean, for a good percentage of your patients, so you're able to alleviate a lot of that pain, right?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So I want to talk about how you do that. So I mean, what is the biggest base of the patients that you see?
Probably still pain.
Pain.
Yeah, and then followed by headaches, digestive issues, sleep problems, and female health.
Female health? Okay. So acupuncture can help with sleep issues?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like the older I get, the more I realize how secret a good night's sleep is, because you don't really realize that without it, you're kind of a wreck. But I mean, go through menopause and stuff. I don't know. I feel like you every day is a new day. You don't know what's going to happen.
Right.
And that's, when I say that, I'm like, it's not like a Christmas. You don't know what's going to happen. It's usually like what's bad going to happen.
It seems that way, right?
I turned 52 this year, and so I was like, okay, well, like I said, every day is not Christmas. It's like, okay, what's going to be new in the menopausal world today? But anyway, so you've been open in Oviedo for about how long now?
In Oviedo, 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah. And before we moved to Oviedo, we were in Altamonte Springs for 3 and Maitland for 1 year.
Okay, so that I'm not going to do math in my head. So how many is that total? Like 10 years?
We are in our 8th year.
Eighth year. Okay, well, congratulations, especially
Thank
for a
you.
small business, because that's a big, making it to that pivotal point of 8 years is something really special, because honestly, I don't know what the percentages are, but they're not high for small businesses that actually are successful past a certain amount. A lot of them don't even make it past the first year. Because I'm in advertising, and so I work with clients, and I'll work with a lot of people that I'm like, okay, you're not going in the right direction with the money that you're spending. But I'm glad to see that it's been successful. And your Oviedo location, is that the one that you like that area? That's home base for now?
Home base for now, and we hope it to be our home base for many years to come.
Any plans on expansion, opening more offices?
Not opening offices yet, but we have just recently expanded our area. So we acquired additional suite behind us.
Oh.
So we are actually in the process of expanding so we can offer more treatment to patients and be able to serve more people.
That's great. That, like I said, I know that area that you're in, and it's really, really nice. And so, are you? So let's go through the list of the different services that you offer.
Sure. The primary services we offer are acupuncture, nerve reboot therapy, which is frequency-specific microcurrent therapy, traditional herbal Chinese herbal medicine. We do injection therapy, so homeopathic, B12. And
gotcha.
our newest one is shockwave therapy.
Okay. And I know that we want to talk a lot about the shockwave therapy, because you and I are in the same BNI chapter, and that's kind of what you've been bringing up quite a bit. So I'm very, very interested to hear about it and what made you decide to pivot into that direction from your home base of acupuncture. Let's talk about acupuncture just for a second. We're going to go to break in a minute, but it goes by so fast. But with medical acupuncture, when did you get into that? I'm trying to remember it from the last time you were on.
That's a tough question. I don't know when, because
okay, good. Then it doesn't matter. I don't remember.
Well, it's part of my culture, right? I'm from Japan, so it's part of my culture. But I never thought I would actually practice it. So that came around 2005.
Okay, well that's a good close number to the right thing. And Okay, so we are going to go to break, but I do want to tell the story about how you got into it, just briefly when we get back. So everybody stay tuned. We have more BaaD Radio coming up. Oh, welcome back. And this portion of the show is brought to you by Body Street of Winter Park. Experience EMS Fitness Studio, where it only takes 20 minutes a week to get a full body workout. Visit bodystreet.us for your free trial.
We want to pump you up.
Have you tried Body Street yet, EMS?
No, but I think I've seen your video.
Yes.
You trying it.
Yes. I've done it for a while. Maureen just started doing it too. And it's like wearing a TENS unit on your whole body. And you go through a series of motions for like 10 minutes. And oh my gosh, it is like a crazy full workout. It's not easy, but it
Really?
only takes 20 minutes and then you're done. And I have like gotten in the some of the best shape of my life right now than I have, because I've lost some weight, but then on top of that, I'm doing Body Street to like tone up. You're not gonna turn into a bodybuilder doing it, but it helps you tone your muscles where you want them toned and stuff. And so there's a Winter Park, Winter Garden, and they're about to open up in one in Mount Dora. So you'll have to come be my partner sometime and just get an idea of what it's like. So we're here with Hiroko Shimoda with Medical Acupuncture, and we were talking, and I know it goes so fast, so we were talking about how she kind of got her start in acupuncture because it is a cultural thing, even though it wasn't your initial intention to get into the practice of acupuncture.
Not at all, actually. So the reason I came to Orlando was because I wanted to be in hospitality industry, specifically resort hotel management. So I chose the number one destination for the tourism, right?
You sure did.
Yeah, and I was in the industry for 20 plus years, and I had fun. It's a fun place to be, but one day I was thinking, okay, so we work all the holidays, all the weekends, late hours.
Yes.
And I thought, well, can I do this when I am 50, 60 years old?
Sure.
And I started thinking about it. But I didn't know what else to do because that's all I focused since I was in high school. And one day I ran into a friend of mine who was a bartender. And and I said, oh, hey, long time no see you. Where are you working at now? And he told me that he left the industry. He's the one who told me that he was now practicing acupuncture. And that was my jaw-dropping moment. I'm like, you're doing what? Because I didn't even know that the medicine was available in this country. So that's when I started asking questions, like, how did you do that? Where did you go to school? And I found out that one of the best schools in the country is in Orlando.
Oh, wow.
So that was my inspiration moment. And I didn't even think, I don't think. It was just, I knew that's what I wanted
That
to
is
do.
the best moment. It's like our aha moment when you're like, oh, you know what? I just found my path. Love it. Love it. Love it. And so you have to go through a certain amount of training, obviously. You have to go. Do you have to go to like a specific school for acupuncture, or is it a part of a university program?
It is. You have to have a bachelor's degree to enter the program. And we go through 4 years of schooling and graduate with master's degree in Oriental medicine. We have to pass national board exam and be licensed as an acupuncture physician to be an acupuncturist in state of Florida.
Gotcha. All right. So that's no joke right there. And from there, did you go and work for other people first?
I did.
Okay.
I did everything. I worked for other people. I worked with other people. I shared office spaces. But my turning point was working for this doctor for 5 years. He was a physical therapist. He is still practicing, is a physical therapist and acupuncturist. And while I was working for him, he took me under his wings. And he mentored me and he trained me.
That's nice. Yeah, and then you were able to open your own practice.
Yes.
That's so great. And so do you still think people kind of think about acupuncture as kind of, they're scared of it because of needles? I mean, you get all sorts of like the not the urban legend, but you know what I mean? It's like being poked and prodded and all that other stuff. But you don't even feel the needles, do you?
You don't really feel the needles. Needles are so fine that most of the time people are surprised that they don't feel the needles. Sometimes you do feel it, but it feels like a little mosquito bite, right? And it's just for a second, it goes away.
Right.
But that is the number one question. Does the needle hurt?
Right.
Right. Acupuncture, that sounds painful.
Right. But I mean, but people also get sold on it. And like, is it the type of thing where it's almost like you get adjusted like a chiropractor, where you come back like every like week or biweekly or bi-monthly, and then you get your acupuncture treatment and then you go on about your day? Is that the way it works?
It is. Keep in mind that we're providing natural approach to help your body to restore its function, right? So our body doesn't turn around quickly. It takes time to, correct something that took years to build up. Because our body is an amazing, amazing system. So it's always, even when we're just talking like this, the body is very busy finding out something that is not working right and trying to fix it and correct it. So by the time we feel the symptoms, the problem has been building up for a long time.
I got cuts all over my hands from doing all of my fall decorations. So it needs to hurry up and get busy on that stuff because they sting.
Yeah, well, the amazing thing is that the body does all the work while you're doing something else.
Right.
So what we do is to help bodies, to support the body's natural healing process. So it is something like any other alternative approach, right? Chiropractic, for example.
It's so fascinating.
Yeah. And it needs frequent visit in the beginning because we need to help body realize that what it's been doing, it's not working. So we're going to introduce something different. So we need to help body to learn something new.
Right.
Yeah. But it also depends on what you're looking for. Some people are looking for a temporary relief. They are okay with it. Then it may just need a couple of visits, right? But if you really want to work on what you have
like
and
chronic,
turn the ship
like
around.
Like a chronic pain or chronic stomach issues and stuff.
Exactly. Then it will take time.
Right.
Yeah.
So you introduced sound therapy. Tell me a little bit about what that is.
So
I'm looking at your equipment here that you brought in. So explain to me what I'm looking at.
Okay. So shockwave therapy is an acoustic sound wave therapy.
Okay.
And this is the machine, the handpiece that we use. Out of this handpiece comes out of acoustic sound wave at 700 miles per hour. So it is a very powerful treatment. What it does is when the sound wave goes through healthy tissue, it just goes right through it and our body doesn't feel anything.
Right.
But when the sound wave hits rigid tissue or dense tissue, which is like scar tissue, for example, then the sound wave is going to bounce like it hits the wall and you feel that pulse.
Wow.
And what the sound wave does is with each pulse, it breaks down the scar tissue, it improves the blood circulation into the area, and it also calls all the body's natural stem cells to come to the area.
So they're like, here, look over here, we got an issue, come fix this.
Exactly. Yeah. And literally turns the problematic area into the healing environment.
Wow.
And kickstart the body's healing mechanism. It stemmed from a
That's so fascinating.
Yeah, technology called to break the kidney stones. Yeah, but in order to do that, you have to go under anesthesia, of course. So they tone it down to apply to help heal injured soft tissues like muscles, ligament, tendons. And it's been phenomenal. It's been a game changer for us, for the patients.
So cool. So, for example, like I could have scar tissue that my body's just sort of like, I've given up on it. You know what I mean? This is all I can do. And you're like, no, we're going to do this. So we incorporate this into it and bring attention to it again, to where our body all of a sudden is like, okay, that's a problem area. Let's go work on that again. And so where my body might have already accepted it, now it's like, nope, we're going to fix this. Is that like the simple way of putting it?
Yeah, you got it. You got it right.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, remember, scar tissue is very sticky. It's tight, so it restricts the range of motion. Also, it blocks the flow, like blood flow. So by breaking it down, we can restore body's normal
That's
function.
so awesome. But we are going to go to break again. Kills me go so fast. But everybody stay tuned for more BaaD Radio coming up. Welcome back. And this portion of the show is brought to you by Ground Up Property Services. Do you know what your sprinkler system did last night? Probably not. So now's a good time to get your sprinkler system serviced by Ground Up Property Services today. Sorry, I didn't mean to catch you off guard. And be sure to ask Rick Hall with Ground Up about a water sensor too, so your lawn doesn't get too much water. Call 407-468-4295 or visit groundupinc.net. I always do that to people, and they're like, no, is it sprinkler day? But no, Rick Hall is a good friend. He's been supporting the show since day one. And I mean, if you have an irrigation issue, if there's parts of your lawn that aren't looking so hot, give him a call because he'll come and get you fixed up. And so I am talking with Hiroko, and she owns a practice called Medical Acupuncture. So, but what we were talking about before we went to break was not so much acupuncture, but sound wave therapy. And her own words is it's a game changer. So I want to talk about that. I want to talk about like how it has been a game changer, and I'd like to talk about like the technology and then some of the patients. Like I love hearing stories about people that have come to you, and I remember last time it was kind of like last resort. People are at that point of desperation where they're like, okay, I've tried everything and nothing helped. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. So, so how did you come across this technology, and what made you decide to bring it into your practice?
So it all happened. It's still a new thing, right? It's been going on for about 30 years in Europe, but it's fairly still new in the States. But I started hearing about it in the last 2 years or so, and we heard one of our close friends talk about it because he had the treatment done on his knee, and he raved about it, how great it was.
Really?
And then my husband went through the knee surgery, MCL and ACL surgery.
Oh,
so
that hurts.
Remembering what our friend said, we actually sought a clinic that offered the shockwave therapy, and he went under it himself. And by just seeing how amazing it was, we were like, well, we have to get this.
Because
we can offer
makes
this
sense.
to patients.
It makes sense for your practice too, because they kind of like walk hand in hand as pain relief, right? So, with his knee surgery, how does it work? It helps make it heal faster?
It makes it heal faster. So surgery is a trauma, so you will have lots of scar tissue after the surgery.
Right.
So it will break down. It broke down his scar tissue, which was restricting the range of motion of his knees. So it helped increase his knee range of motion, which helped his physical therapy to be more effective.
Very nice.
Yeah, he was told that he was way ahead of his schedule, and therapists were like, "Well, what are you doing?" So it helped him, and once you have surgery, the body part is never the same. So it's still not 100% after 2 years. He gets stiffness, so we continue to treat his knee on a regular basis. So it helps the stiffness to reduce and enables him to do the activities that he used to. Remember, all those stem cells, each time we treat the knee area is healing any, micro injuries or something that's left over.
Okay. So do you work with the two modalities, same, like the acupuncture and sound wave therapy on the same patient sometimes?
That's a great question. We do. But shockwave therapy can be offered as standalone therapy. So we have a good number of patients who come seeking shockwave therapy and just does that. And some people want to have nothing to do with needles too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't want needles, but I have, rotator cuff injuries or I have plantar fasciitis. And those are the ailments that we can help. So it actually enables us to reach out to a bigger population in the community.
Oh, yeah.
And to be able to help more people with more conditions.
So what are the main conditions for the shockwave therapy?
Shockwave therapy is best known for plantar fasciitis, but we treat all kinds of injuries and ailments from TMJ, shoulder, rotator cuff, frozen shoulder, to tennis elbow, golfer's elbow, wrist pain, carpal tunnel,
yeah.
thumb pain, and then hip joints, knees, bone on bone, surgeries, and ankle pain, plantar fasciitis, Morton's neuroma, to just general neck and back pain.
Okay. And how does the session go? Is it like a certain amount of time?
So some benefits of the shockwave therapy is the treatment time. It's short.
Oh.
The treatment can be done in 7 to 10 minutes.
That's great.
The recovery is quick. There is no downtime.
Does it hurt though?
It doesn't hurt, but you will definitely feel the sensation. So remember, this is a sound wave coming,
700 miles per hour.
700 miles per hour, targeting your problem area. So we do want you to feel it, but not pain. I would say more of discomfort or pulsation.
Yeah, I'm not scared of pain. I'm just always curious because I know some people are so deathly afraid of things hurting, but that they won't do anything.
Yeah.
And they are already. I'm like, you're hurting anyway, so might as well try something that's going to fix it. So, so it sounds like it can treat just about like from head to toe certain things.
Literally.
And
Yes.
for you, what are the ones that you see mostly?
The best result we see are for shoulder issues, knees, and foot.
All right. And how long have you been bringing that in your practice? I'm trying to remember when you started talking about it in BNI, and it's been about 6 to 8 months, hasn't it?
Yeah, we brought this in a year ago, in August last year, and we did our own, practicing and training for a couple of months, and made it available to our patients in November.
Okay, excellent. And so far, so good?
So far, so good. And during our training time, we handpicked some of our long-term patients who were having the issues that we were told Shockwave can help. So we asked them to volunteer, and we were asking for their honest feedback. We wanted to build our own database
so you did some
too.
testing.
Yeah, and we had great results. A patient who had elbow injury.
Yeah, tell me about some examples.
Yeah, he was told that he needed to get surgery. Of course, he wanted to avoid it. So he said, well, I got nothing to lose.
Right.
Why not, right? So after 3 months, he went back to his doctor, and he said, after seeing MRI, he goes, I don't know what you did, but you don't need a surgery.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, completely avoided it. Another one, like I said, it's extremely effective for knee pain. So we had this lady came in. She could barely just walk around the house. After 3 months, she was able to join her family to go to Universal's new theme park,
Epic? No way.
Walked around all day, no problem.
That's amazing. How old was she?
She is in her 50s.
Yeah,
60s.
okay.
Yeah.
So she went from barely being able to walk to do an Epic Universal. That's insane. That's awesome.
Yeah, we see miracle stories like that every day. Another patient has Morton's neuroma, so it's
I don't know what that is.
thickening of tendon in your foot.
Okay.
So it's like walking on a little ball every time you walk,
Jeez.
right? So
Yeah.
it hurts. So we started treating her. She went to Paris with her girlfriends, walked around all day, all week, very minimal discomfort.
Right.
So
See, I you know what that makes me want to do? It makes me want to film like these people and do like interviews with them and be able to like put together something that so people can actually watch these testimonials, because those are so powerful. Listening to those stories of people being able to barely walk to being able to walk a Universal, those are, like I said, those are what I love. Absolutely love that.
And people can go to our YouTube channel and watch all those testimonial videos.
Oh, you
too.
did do videos of them?
Yeah.
All right. You know, we need to talk about like all your different platforms and everything when we get back. So everybody stay tuned, because we'll be back with more BaaD Radio coming up. Welcome back, and this portion of the show is brought to you by Frogger's Grill and Bar. Looking for a place to go with friends or meet new ones? Then you're looking for Frogger's Grill and Bar, and with 4 great locations, there is bound to be one near you, and you don't want to miss out on Frogger's amazing menu where everything is fresh, never frozen. Oviedo, Mount Dora, Apopka, and Altamont Springs. And visit Froggers.com for more info.
Yeah, boy!
Sorry, I was going to say Frogger's Grill and Bar. Hopping with food and fun.
Yeah,
There
boy!
we go. There we go. We unfortunately had to go to a place that wasn't Frogger's because there was a group of people that we were meeting with there, and I can't even begin to tell you the difference in the food quality. I was like, this is just awful. So Frogger's food is fresh, never frozen, and that makes a huge difference. All right, so we've been talking for the last 30 minutes with Hiroko, and she's the owner of Medical Acupuncture, and it is in Oviedo. And but we've been talking about shockwave therapy, which is soundwave therapy. And so her practice still offers the acupuncture, herbal remedies, as well as the is it shockwave or soundwave? Shockwave. Okay. So, but it is sound basically. All right. I can't hear you. I can't hear her, Ken. I can't hear her on the microphone.
There we
Okay,
go.
there we go.
I'm back.
All right. So, just pull that. Oh, actually, no, you've got it nice and close to your face there. So, so you offer all of those, and then you over break. I ask people, I was like, what is there something that you'd like to talk about specifically before we run out of time? Because that's what always seems to happen. And you brought a couple things up, and I know that you're talking about something with the shockwave that is a little bit more intense. Is that right?
Yeah, so unlike other wave therapy, what we offer is focused shockwave therapy, which is more precise.
Okay.
So we can treat deeper area and more targeted spot.
Okay,
So
that would be like a knee as well, like a knee injury, or is
that's right. We can get into the joint area that other sound wave therapy cannot. So we actually have both machines. We have focused shockwave. The other one is called radio pulse wave. And I'd like to describe the difference of two as focused shockwave is my sniper rifle.
Okay.
The treatment area is like the tip of the pen. So it's very, very precise. While the radio pulse wave is my shotgun. It can treat bigger area, but it's more surface area, right? So good for like tight muscles and things like that. Also, the particular machine we have is the same machine that many professional sport teams has.
Yeah.
In NFL, NBA, MLB, and NHL.
Nice.
So just to name a few, Kansas City Chiefs, San Francisco 49ers, Chicago Bulls, Cincinnati Reds, New York Jets.
They all have the same machine.
Miami Heat, right.
They treat their athletes with the same machine that you have.
Right. So think about it. They're using this machine, which is made in Germany by Stores Medical, to treat their athletes' injury to get them back in their field on the ice and in a court quickly as possible. So when you come to medical acupuncture for our shockwave therapy, you're getting same exact treatment that these elite athletes are getting.
Very, very nice. That's a beautiful piece of information right there. And so when you first brought in the shockwave therapy, did you start with both of them, or did you start with one and then you're like, okay, I like the way this is working, let's move a little bit more advanced, or did you just jump in with both?
I love your question. So no, we got focused shockwave machine first.
Okay.
And we saw a great results with that. But when you have injury in tendons or ligaments, then what happens after a while is that in order to protect the area, the surrounding muscles will tighten up. So what we noticed was, okay, the ligaments and tendons, they have healed. The patients go back and get MRI, and they actually can see that. But the area is still not back to normal. Why is it?
Still tight.
Right.
Okay.
It's because the surrounding muscles were, remained tight. Right. So that's when the radio pulse wave Shockwave comes in and can loosen up those muscles and get any trigger points or the knots out of the muscle. And with 2 machines, we can literally treat everything and get people back to where they were before the injury.
Well, talk to me about time frame. I mean, what kind of are we talking about? This is not like a one-time fix-it kind of thing. You have to go in sessions, correct?
Yeah, it's not a one-time thing, but we can treat injuries in as little as 4 to 12 weeks.
Nice.
Yeah, depending on the condition and injuries. But even though it's not a one-time fix, most of our patients feel some type of relief or improvement after just one treatment.
Okay, that's amazing. Yeah, because that's what's going to get them to come back. If it's like if they don't feel anything, and that's the problem is like people today are like, hey, if it's not instant gratification, then I'm not interested, kind of thing. But I do see more and more people that are learning to be patient if they can find a natural way to heal an injury or anything like that. So moving forward, what do you kind of see like with medical acupuncture for the future? Do you see like more moving towards this type of thing, or keeping acupuncture, or just expanding both areas?
I'd like to keep both in one place because there is a reason why traditional medicine has been practiced for 4,000 years.
I know, I love that.
And it is very effective. So acupuncture and herbal medicine, and I am open to any technology that can help our patients to get results faster, because that's what they want. They want the result, they want it fast. So if it is effective, why not? Right? Any alternative to surgery or medicine is going to be will align with our mission. So I see a future of the medical acupuncture as a place where the tradition and innovation are purposely integrated, and people can just come in looking for all sorts of things. You know,
what I love is that you can help people from having to get surgery, but then you can also help them in case they had to have that surgery to heal faster.
And we can help people after the surgery to heal faster.
Yeah, so it's if you can't fix it beforehand, you can definitely make them feel better afterwards, or to heal faster. I did want to touch just for a minute though about the herbs. So tell us a little bit about that, so people can go get put on like a therapy sessions with that as well.
Yes, we have a handful of patients who come in just for the herbs as well. So what we offer is a custom-made herbal formula. And in order to put together a right formula, what I do is I use the technique called a functional pulse diagnosis, or pulse read. So I check your pulse, and I can tell how the blood is circulating to each organs. The purpose of the herbal formula or the treatment is to help restore your body's natural function so that the rest of the body works like it was made to. So by checking the pulse, I identify which organ may be overworking or which organ may be slacking or too tired.
Is that your blood pressure?
Blood pressure is different.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, this is a blood circulation, how blood is circulating through the organ, right? Everything we need for our body to survive or to function is in blood. Right? So blood circulation is very important. That's a whole another topic. I can talk for another show. But yes, herbal medicine provides what your body needs to heal from inside. It's very much like food. I like to call my pharmacy actually my kitchen. And I love mixing the herbs. Some of the herbs, as a matter of fact, is something you can find in the grocery store, from cinnamon to chrysanthemum flowers, some seeds.
But you know what all of them can
mint.
do. That's awesome.
Yes. Yeah.
So we are basically coming to the end of the show. So go ahead and give everybody all of your contact information, and then make sure you include all of your handles so people know how to find you on social media.
Yes, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. And we have a website, medicalacupuncturegroup.com.
Nice.
We are located in Oviedo, right next to Habanero's restaurant on Broadway and Mitchell Hammock.
Thank you so much for being here today. And everybody, thank you for tuning in and have a great week. And remember to support local.